What better way to start your morning by watching TV? There's a lot of TV channels like Disney Channel, Disney XD, CBS, Discovery Family, and more. But there's one channel that I like to watch, and it's the number one channel for kids. And that channel is Nickelodeon. That is right. Nickelodeon is one of my favorite channels to watch because of their shows like Dora the Explorer, Blue's Clues, Avatar, Paw Patrol, I think, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Wonder Pets, and more. But there is one show that I like, and it's the first show that I ever watched as a kid on this channel. And that show is SpongeBob SquarePants. But I'm not going to be talking about the history of where he came from or when he was created. I'm going to be talking about his history as a giant helium balloon in the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. And in honor of his late birthday that we just celebrated for 3 days and at Nickelodeon Universe in the American Dream Mall, we will talk about his first version. SpongeBob made his parade debut in 2004 with Nickelodeon as a sponsor and to promote the SpongeBob SquarePants movie, which is already released in theaters and the day before Thanksgiving. The design of our yellow sponge is him jumping for joy, which means he's happy because he got to celebrate his birthday along with his friends. And he measures about 62 feet tall, 38 feet long, and 28 feet long, as this balloon weighed at 785 pounds and soaked up 62,000 cubic feet of helium. Oh, and by the way, our worker got taken out by SpongeBob's shoes earlier when he's at the parade starting line, which is not shown on the broadcast.
Now making a huge splash on his maiden voyage down Broadway, our very first square balloon. It's none other than SpongeBob SquarePants, furnished by, of course, Nickelodeon. And what an amazing technical triumph for Macy's design team.
I love this guy.
I do too.
SpongeBob lives in a pineapple under the sea in the city of Bikini Bottom, and now fans can soak up every second of this absorbing character's first full-length animated feature, the SpongeBob SquarePants movie, now in theaters.
Al, did you say soak up?
Yes, I did.
SpongeBob has enough volume to absorb 101,000 gallons of water. That as he cruises by at twice the length of a killer whale.
Meanwhile, the St. Augustine High Marching 100 from New Orleans takes great pride in being the first African-American band ever to march in the Mardi Gras parade.
Just want people to know Al nearly got taken out by SpongeBob there.
By one of his shoes.
He will continue in 2005 and 2006.
Okay, who lives in a fully furnished two-bedroom pineapple under the sea? Of course you know the answer to that. It's SpongeBob SquarePants, direct from Bikini Bottom, furnished by Nickelodeon and dressed to the gills in a smart red tie, chic shirt, and size 2100 shorts. All designed by Donatella Versucci.
Once again, the Krusty Krab's foremost fry cook gives high fives to pals Gary the Snail, Patrick Starfish, and Sandy Cheeks as he flashes those superstar teeth, each one the size just about like a boogie board.
SpongeBob weighs in today at 785 pounds, dripping wet, and all in all is bigger than a New York City hotel room. A more absorbing character would be hard to fathom. Meanwhile, getting ready for Thanksgiving Island style, some kooky creatures doing their thing on Crazy Critter.
Great Barrier Reef. Look what the tide brought in. That sopping wet superstar, that Johnny Depp of the deep. My man, SpongeBob SquarePants.
Furnished by Nickelodeon, this absorbing yellow optimist lives in a 2-story pineapple under the sea, has adventures with Bikini Bottom buddies, and totally loves his job as fry cook at the Krusty Krab. Actually, today, SpongeBob weighs in at 785 pounds, dripping wet, and today that's very fitting, and he's bigger than a New York City hotel room.
And Meredith and Al, did you know that SpongeBob is Macy Parade first and only square balloon? That's right, and after the parade, he'll probably call pals Patrick, Sandy, and Gary on his shell phone before floating back to life in Bikini Bottom.
Now, direct from the sweetest place on earth, Hershey's returns with the...
After the 2006 parade, he was temporarily retired, but he came back in 2008.
Very cool. Having absorbed more than 16,000 cubic feet of helium.
Having soaked up the sights and sounds of Midtown Manhattan.
And having cleaned up ratings for Nickelodeon, SpongeBob SquarePants, overflowing with pride, makes his heavily anticipated airborne entrance.
SpongeBob and his friends are the creation of artist, animator, and former marine science educator Stephen Hillenburg. This porous star of Nickelodeon lives in the underwater city of Bikini Bottom, under a pineapple of all things.
Appealing to adults as well as kids, there is no doubt as to why SpongeBob SquarePants has become a household name.
Now check this out. New to the parade is the shine.
In the following year, in 2009, not only SpongeBob is celebrating his 10th anniversary, but this is the first time that Al Worker will do his SpongeBob SquarePants impression.
Soaking up the sights and sounds and celebrating its 10th anniversary is that wholly optimistic sea creature, the one, the only SpongeBob SquarePants. From his home in a pineapple under the sea, this waterlogged star continues to entertain kids as well as adults above the 7 seas.
Do it again.
SpongeBob SquarePants. Hey, Patrick!
SpongeBob was created by Steve Hillenburg, a former marine biologist who fashioned his character after a simple, square sink sponge. Nickelodeon proudly presents this savvy sponge for millions of fans to see today.
Still to come, Jimmy Fallon sings, Snoopy flies, and country music star Billy Currington performs. All for Macy's 83rd Thanksgiving Day Parade, live on NBC.
Next up was 2010.
Once again this year, the Emmy Award-winning SpongeBob SquarePants has surfaced from his pineapple home under the Pacific Ocean to absorb all the excitement above the streets of New York City.
You know, you start to understand why SpongeBob has that smile on his face. He continues to clean up in the ratings, being the #1 animated program among youngsters on television for 9 straight years.
Nickelodeon's yellow superstar Sponge squeezes all he can out of modern technology by hosting more than 11 million friends on Facebook and tweeting to thousands of fans about his current underwater activities. And now pulling into port is Macy's...
Next, man, I had to catch my breath. 2011.
Look in the background, straight out of Bikini Bottom, making his 7th appearance in the parade is pop culture icon and eternal optimist SpongeBob SquarePants. The Emmy Award-winning international superstar is seen in more than 171 countries around the world and has more than 28 million friends on Facebook.
Not only is this one of the parade's highest flying inflatables, it's also the first ever square balloon. From our 50th state, here is the...
Now we come to finally in 2012 to promote his stop motion animated TV special. It's a SpongeBob Christmas. Oh, and when you get a good look at the balloon, it seems that it's been worn out due to the amount of wrinkles.
Question, what's that bright yellow spot in the sky? It's not the sun. It's that superstar from Bikini Bottom, SpongeBob SquarePants. Splashing his wide, toothy smile, SpongeBob has a lot to be thankful for in this Thanksgiving Day.
He's starring in his first ever stop motion animation special. It's a SpongeBob Christmas this holiday season on Nickelodeon. The DVD and soundtrack are available right now.
And pulling into port is the mighty Jolly Polly.
This version of SpongeBob will retire after the 2012 parade, making a total of 8 appearances. However, Nickelodeon will not end their number one star to be in the parade of New York City. He just needs to hold on to his Santa hat in the following year. Well, that will happen in a later video. That would do. Well, that's about wraps it up. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Have the slummier life, and happy birthday, SpongeBob. Maybe, or happy late birthday, SpongeBob. Okay, slime you later. Bye.
We're oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my insides are exposed!